Alright, folks, so let's get up. Now, Kirby, who is next on the air show docket?
Next is the Ukrainian sea flanker flown by LIKWID.
LIKWID, now that's a name we've heard before.
Yeah, it will be taken off from the Russian carrier.
The Russian carrier. The Admiral Kuznetsov joining us here, folks. Here for MVP Carrier Air Power. Now, MVP Carrier Air Power is brought to you by Thrustmaster, AOPA Australia, Cirrus Aircraft Australia, KG Aviation, and Falcon Air. Alright, folks, well, here we go. Let's get ready. We're in the countdown now for LIKWID and this Ukrainian S-27 sea flanker. Now, if you haven't already, follow us on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and like us on Facebook. If you can't find us, you can also find us at www.mugavirtualpilot.com. Now, here we go, Kirby. With a heavy familiarization to the Su-27, LIKWID challenges himself to put together a complete routine that would show the capabilities of the Su-33 in the same way as he's done with his Ukrainian demonstrations of the Su-27.
Yeah, I think we saw a little bit of a netcode issue as he took off there, but the way this carrier works is there is no catapult or slingshot. That is full and pure engine power from the sea flanker taken off from the carrier there.
And that's what you get, folks. If you've been in the world of aviation, sometimes you hit snags. Here in the virtual world, we have netcode and we have internet lag, but we'll push through and move on. So the Su-33 is heavier and a larger aircraft operating from the Admiral Kuznetsov aircraft carrier, and despite being so large, its immense thrust and power skill make it a very capable and challenging aircraft to fly in the showbox, but one that LIKWID himself has enjoyed putting together in both high and slow speed aerobatics. So here he's now airborne. As he went off the bow of the ship there in full afterburner, he applied a special 110% thrust mode unique to this Su-33. Now he's in a 360-degree turn in front of the showbox here, and he's going to bring in for a left-hand aileron roll upon completion. And here he is with the, he's getting ready for the 3 inverted rolls with 2 holds per inversion. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, LIKWID is repositioning his aircraft behind the carriers. There's the Kuznetsov right in front of us. Well, let's watch as he comes directly towards us and pulls that aircraft into the vertical for the tail slide. Now the airspeed's slowing, Kirby. What's next?
Coming up after the tail slide is
here he comes, folks. He's coming downhill. He's going to use that 110% afterburning thrust mode that we talked about earlier to engage and allow for a faster reposition into the Cobra. Obviously, the Cobra maneuver made famous by the Russian Air Force fighter pilots in the Su-27 and now the Su-33. Ladies and gentlemen, coming from the left here, it's LIKWID and the Cobra. Here we go, folks. Cobra complete, nose back down, throttles open, picking up that airspeed. He's now going to reposition for the right for a touch and go into Kuznetsov with a target speed of between 260 and 280 kilometers an hour, with 100% afterburner engaged upon leaving the deck and up to a half cubanate 400 kilometers an hour, bringing the aircraft back down for a slow left into 3 aileron rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for LIKWID here in the in the C flanker. As he flies down the line here, we can see the ships that are joining us today. Kirby, you landed yourself on the HMS Illustrious there earlier.
Yeah, it's especially difficult landing on a carrier that is stationary, so these carriers are anchored down. There's no airflow over the wings, which makes it, you have to have a slower speed coming in, which makes, less lift, makes it harder. And clearly a touch and go, so tricking us there.
Yeah, the touch and go. Look for those. Look for the afterburners delayed here as he pulls into the vertical. So in 2010, the Saitek company developed an upgraded version of the Su-33. Flight trials began in October 2010. This modernized Su-33 was to compete with the potential of the Chinese indigenous version of the original Su-33, the J-15. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there they are, the triple aileron roll heading from show left to right in the reposition. And there's 1, and 2, 3, and finishing it off for another sharp 4-point roll by one of our performers here at Cap, Kirby. Now he's pulling into a loop. On top of the loop, let's take a look for that air brake will be deployed, and upon nearing the end of the loop, gear flaps and tail hook will be deployed to perform the 360-degree slow speed naval pass. Here he comes, folks. We got the gears down. You see that big speed brake right behind the canopy, slowing this sea flanker right down. He's coming towards us. Now, as he completes this pass, again, he's going to select that 110% afterburner mode to regain airspeed and prepare for another reposition from show right. Now there you can see, folks, landing gear down, tail hook down. You get that big old speed brake right up in the airflow, slowing this sea flanker down as he turns around the aerobatic box here, coming by that Nimitz class carrier here at Show Center. Afterburners on, picking up that airspeed, pulling into the vertical. Here he comes, repositioning. After pulling up, he's going to do an Immelman and holding inverted before coming back down for an inverted dive back towards Show Center. Now, the big thing here that Liquid has to make sure of not to do is to stall the engines. On the rollo, folks. Back into the vertical. Burners are lit. Alright, folks, here he comes now. He's coming down for one of his final maneuvers. It's the spiral and flare. Now watch as he pitches up. Watch for the flares. Well, night may not be nighttime, folks, but we got our fireworks here at Cap. Alright, Liquid's now coming back downhill again, folks. He's now going to set up for the carrier brake, and he's going to recover back on the Admiral Kuznetsov here for Carrier Air Power 2021, brought to you by Mega Virtual Pilot. As he waves goodbye, folks, left to right there, and an aileron roll to finish it off. Let's give it up for Liquid and the Ukrainian sea flanker. He's heading back down. He's going by the Vars pylons there, folks. That's coming up to you later today here. He's picking up that approach for the carrier break. Now all these wonderful camera shots are coming to you today from our fearless cameraman today, Brandon Mugga Morgan. Working hard. He's going to have some sore fingers after today. Here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, Liquid and that Ukrainian sea flanker Su-33. Let's show our appreciation for the work that he's done today in the comments section, folks. We got a good catch on the carrier. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm Matthew Crank Weber here live in the studios with the man himself, JJ Kirby.
Hello, sorry I haven't been talking too much. I'm not a professional commentator like you, Crank, but I'm really enjoying the show. You're doing a great job at the moment.
Now, this is my first time here, folks. So I hope you're all